I thought it would be nice to do a pick a card affirmation for Christmas and the New Year period, and just see what things we might be able to work on or get help with there. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and we'll get started. Okay, so if you chose number 1, let's just shuffle this deck. I'm using the Affirmators family deck, which is relevant for over Christmas time. And number 1, you have acceptance. I accept that no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes, frequently, my relatives say things that are mildly bothersome, totally offensive. But at my core, I am pure, unconditional love, and that love will always outshine any feelings of annoyance, desire to strangle, I could ever have about anyone, specifically the one behind the never-ending stream of crazy, misguided Facebook rants. So this card is about allowing acceptance over the Christmas and New Year period, and knowing that if you're going to fight with your siblings, or you see other family members getting stressed or tense with each other, that what we really need to cultivate is acceptance. And sometimes in order to do that, we just need to have a little bit of space. So instead of getting involved in the chaos of the moment, just take a step back, maybe go to your room, practice some of your breathing, or encourage your siblings to do the same if you're arguing with them. If you see your parents getting tense or stressed out, or grandparents getting stressed or tensed out, remind them about this word acceptance. And acceptance as well is about letting things go. It doesn't mean that, any arguments you might have or anyone that's being mean to you, that's okay to do that, but it's you saying, I'm just not going to let it bother me, and I accept things like that. And another affirmation that you could have to accompany acceptance is, let's have a look and see what's for you. This one, what's this one? I am fearless. Yeah, because quite often when we're not willing to accept others the way they are, even when they're not being very nice, it means that we're embedded in fear, or we're feeling fear. And if we can state to ourselves, I am fearless, I am fearless, I am fearless, then it starts to retrain our brain. And we start to actually feel that way. And then we have far more acceptance for the situations in our life, and they just don't get on top of us. They don't stress us out anymore. It's fear that creates that lack of acceptance and all that stress and things that go around family during Christmas time. So we just need to remember, I am fearless. Okay? And if you chose number 2, your card is, let's have a look and see what you get. Oh, that one wants to come. Common ground. I am an open-hearted ambassador to my shy, introverted, or less than likable kin. Our once awkward conversations are no match for the universal small talk stimulant known as common ground. I am willing to look for this common ground, and once we have that to stand on, I'm willing to bet standing next to them isn't so bad. So this is also about kind of finding peaceful ways to get along, and understanding that with your family and with your siblings, you might find that you have more in common than you realize. You might find that you like the same games more than you realize, but you've never played them together. And this Christmas is a chance to do that. You might find you like the same music, or you both really enjoy the same film, but the year's been so busy you haven't had a chance to do that. And this Christmas is your chance to do that. It's to find things you have in common with your family and share them together. It's such a busy world we live in. We're always rushing to school and rushing to work, that we don't get a lot of time to find common ground with others. And this Christmas, you're being asked to see the similarities that you have with your family, and find ways you can share those similarities together. Okay? So common ground. And another card you can use to accompany that, an affirmation you can use to accompany that. Let's see what comes up with common ground for you. I am confident. So it might be that you need to lead the way with this because nobody else is going to. No one else is going to say, hey, let's play a game together, or hey, let's watch this film together. Do you think that's something everyone would like? And you're going to have to be the one that sort of leads the way. The more confident you are in showing the things that you like, without fearing that someone's going to make fun of you or just say, oh, that's rubbish, I don't like that. The more confident you are, you give permission to others to be confident as well. So, for example, if your brothers and sisters or your other family members or cousins or whoever see you being confident and saying, I like this, and I don't care if anyone else likes it, but I do, and I enjoy it, you might find that they start to think, oh, actually, I might give that a try. If he or she likes it, maybe I'll like it. So it's about being confident about the things you like. And the more confident you are, the more likely you are to find common ground with others who like the same things. Yep. I am confident. Right. And if you picked number 3, the card you got is, let's have a looky here. That's for number 3s. Okay. You got gifts. I recognize the awesome day, week, year making power that's wrapped in gifts and give them whenever the chance arises. Gifts aren't just for birthdays, half birthdays, and preschool graduations anymore. I can give them on not so special occasions too. Every time I give a gift, I give myself the gift of feeling great, which is a gift I keep regifting. Whoops. So this can go both ways, okay? When it comes to gifts, it's about if you're going to give someone a present, someone that you care for, the energy that goes into thinking about the gift that you got is far more important than how much money you've spent on it or what it is. And something that we seem to have lost along the way somewhere is making gifts for others. And sometimes that's really, really special because it means that you've thought about that person, you've thought what they like, and you've put your heart and your creativity into it. So it might be rather than buying something this year, you could make something. Or if you do buy something, you really think about whether that person would like it or not, and really try and choose something that they would love. Yeah? What else with this? The other gift you can give is just yourself, your time, You can give your time to your family members. If you have brothers and sisters and they're younger than you, give your time to them, Play a game with them. And if you're a parent, obviously the best gift you can give is your time. And by time, I mean your full presence. So when you're with that person, whoever it is, you're not thinking about the dinner you're making. You're not thinking about what you have to do in 2 weeks' time. You're not thinking about how tired you are or, anything else. You are fully present in that moment with that person, whether it's just listening to them or whether it's sharing in something together that you might have common ground over, like the other card we looked at. But this is about sharing you, and your full presence with other people, okay? So it's not just about presents, gifts, but it's also about your presence with others. And the cards you have to accompany that, let's have a look and see. You have what accompanies presence there. Gifts. I am creative. Well, how perfect is that? Really think about what nice thing you could make for something that's not only useful or heartfelt for them, but it expresses who you are. It's sharing of your gifts and talents. Are you good at cooking? Are you good at baking? Maybe you could do that. Are you good at sewing? Are you good at painting? Or maybe you're good at gardening. Maybe you could pot a plant or some flowers for somebody. There's so many things you could be creative with. And this is a call this Christmas and this new year to be creative and share your creativity with others. And that is a gift that is really present, because when you're in that creative mode, doing whatever it is you're creating, you are fully present in it. You're not anywhere else. You can't paint a picture and be thinking about what you're going to eat and paint a very good picture, right? You have to be fully focused on what it is you're doing. So this Christmas, be creative with your gifts. Yeah? Okay. Let's have a look at those. That's for number 3s. Okay. Now if I just pick a general card for all of us. Let's see what comes up generally. What theme generally this Christmas could we all work on? Let's see. These are cool cards. They're kind of funny. Okay. Routine. I cultivate a consistent daily routine, then enjoy the healthy family dynamics that follow. From routine comes stability, and from stability comes sanity. And as Mother Teresa once said, with sanity, we can save the world. Not really, but let's not ruin the vibe, okay? So, this is about... Christmas can be chaos, and we do lose routine because we're not at school. We might have time off work. The days seem to merge into one. We're eating all sorts that we don't normally eat, and we're partaking in activities that, a lot more activities than we might do.